Okay, Tanji, I'm making this video for you right now. This is how I create the album covers in YouTube. So first thing first, I'm going to use this image here for the album cover because it's related to repairs and it's got tools in the images. And then I'm going to Photoshop a quick image in here relevant to the CBD mod. Okay, so I'll take a screenshot of this here. It's Command Shift 4. And then you just highlight
right down there.
what you want. I'm going to grab everything without graphics, and I'm just going to screenshot that. So it's going to be on my desktop here. Then I'm going to open up Photoshop. We already know that the dimension is 1280 by 720, so I'm going to go File, New, 1280 720 resolutions. We'll just put 300, RGB 8-bit. Okay, I'm going to hit Create. All right, then I'm going to open up the image, the screenshot that I'm going to be using. Open. Okay. And I'm going to just hit the V tool, drag this over to the 1280. Oh. Oops. Wrong file. Don't save. File. New. Supposed to be pixels. 1280 by 720. Okay, and then 300 here. No wonder it wasn't keeping the 300 resolution. RGB because it's going to be digital use only. 8-bit create. Bam. Then I'm going to drag this over to the new layer. Command T. Pull out a little bit. Shrink it down. Get in there a little bit. I'm probably going to go higher so I can use more bottom space. Okay. Cool. Let's say I'm going to do that there. Now I'll pull out the text tool, and we're going to use the biggest and bold font possible. So I'm going to come in there, and I'm just going to copy the title name that's going to go onto. It's going to be ROHS I mean how to remove it. There you go. Bam. So I'm using this image here. Why? Because it has tools and it's related to repairs, and then I'm going to drop in an actual image of the iMini. So let's go on Google, iMini, ROHS, open that up. Okay, we're going to go to images. Yeah, beautiful. And then we're going to click on this here. Let's see if we can get a bigger image here, size large. There we go. So that way when you search for a large image, it's going to be higher resolution there. I might just select this here, save image to the desktop, file open, oops, file open, open this up. I'm going to unlock this layer, use the magic wand tool, delete the areas I don't want, delete these guys and these guys. Okay. Now, because I know the image is going to be really, really small, I'm not worried about the watermarks on the images. So I'm just going to ignore those. You just want to get the best you can on the borders there. Alright, that's the best you can do. V, drag, drop. Is it this one? Yes, this one. Command T. Let's trim it down. Pull this up a little bit. Just to get it in the frame, okay? And I'm going to bring this image down. So as I cover my face. Let's see if we can shrink it a little bit. Go higher. Okay. So I'm going to center the background, then I'm going to center, place the product where I want there, and I'm going to put in the text now. Okay, the text layer is here. Delete that text. Just do that. I'm going to type Command V. I'm going to use the most relevant possible wording here. So I'm not going to put everything in. I'm going to only put what is relevant, what I want the audience to see, which is going to be, because when they find our video on YouTube, they're going to already know it's ROHS Mini. So I'm going to delete that. Then I'm going to left align everything, Command All, left align. Now I'll tell you why I do a left align here, because I don't want to cover this area here, because if you look at the images here, you can see there's a timestamp and it's going to cover the font, which has been happening. For instance, right here, you can't see Journey to Handpipe, Best Travel, and it's blocked off. So I started to use left align, which is what we're going to do right now. Let's come back. Okay, so everything is left aligned. I'm just going to scale this the best I can. Actually, I'm going to turn it into, let's do a white font. We're going to shrink the font a little bit because it's kind of stuck together, and then I'm going to space it out a little bit. Okay. And because you can see the font blends into the background, we're going to put a drop shadow. So I'm going to drop a drop shadow here when this allows me to. So I'm going to select the text layer, we'll do a drop shadow. I'm going to go to black. Okay. Uh-oh. And then I'm going to bring the opacity there and bring down the distance, size, and everything. So we'll bring it to 3, and maybe bring it to 4. So if I uncheck the preview here, you can see that. Let's see what we see. That way you can test. Let's go to multiply, and then bring this up. Distance, we're going to go up. So you can see it's much clearer to the eyes because it's a drop shadow. Spread a little bit, size. That way it covers the background and it gives the text a contrast. Okay. So I'm going to uncheck preview. You can see that it's hard to see, and when I check preview, it's easy to see. I'm going to hit OK on that. So I'm pretty okay. I'm pretty happy with that. How to remove stuck tank. That might be easier to read for them. Now I can scale this. Let's bring that up a little bit. Command T. Oops. Hold Shift to keep it constrained. And just make it smaller. Bring it down. So there we go. So the reason why I chose this font is because it's one of the biggest. It's the thickest font we can use, and even for a small thumbnail, it's going to be the easiest to read. I'm also going to do a drop shadow for these iMini as well, because we are talking about how to remove stuck tank from mod. And then the iMini image here, maybe I can just change this image. I'm going to apply that, change this to iMini. There you go. Seems more relevant that way. Let's put a drop shadow for the mods as well too. So hit the FX button, drop shadow, and then uncheck, check. It's pretty good. Maybe just bring up the distance a little bit, bring up the spread a little bit, and the size. Uncheck, hard to see, check, easy to see. Alright, we're just going to scale that a little bit down. Because we know the dimension is exactly 1280 by 720, we can fit everything to the edges. And if you want to add a underlayer, you can go to New Layer, go to the Marquee tool, and then select. We do that, and then we're going to put in a color. We're going to use hit G for a paint bucket. I'm going to select maybe a white. Paint that in there, and then D to move that layer. I'm going to drop the layer down below the font. Oops. and B, bring this layer over. Okay, and then I'm going to just drop the opacity on the underlayer there. Oops, wrong layer. That layer there. Drop the opacity. Okay. Cool. So there we go. Maybe we can move it to this side.
Uh-oh.
Here.
I kind of just woke up and just went about the day without knowing she's good. But then KG, she's not.
I chose this side here on the right because it's a little bit wider. You're gonna move the image over a little bit as well too. Alright. So we can go Command T again, scale out. So we can get everything in the image there. Enter. Drop that in.
At the very top. So then we were like, oh, we'll move it there, and it's like 60 mile per hour wind. So I think we can sleep and go up tomorrow. I think there
we go.
Today's kind of like a relaxed day. I think we're just sweating. We might go swimming because we're really close to the mountain.
Something like that. There we go. You can even remove some of my pimples there. I'm going to go to the clone tool, which is clone stamp tool. I'm going to select this layer and go down. This goes to show how amazing Photoshop is. Okay, but I'm not going to mess with that. So I'm going to save this now. File, export, save as legacy. And we're just going to go to maximum. We're going to keep on JPEG. We're going to go to maximum. Okay, and then I'm going to drop it down to very high. And I'm going to keep my eyes on the image, which doesn't change much. I'm going to drop it to high, which doesn't change again. And I'm going to go to medium, which doesn't change again. And I'm going to go to low. Okay, so it doesn't hurt a whole lot. I'm just going to keep it on medium. I'm going to hit save now. And this is going to be iMini. Oops. iMini album cover. Okay. We're just going to save that to desktop. Minimize this. And I'm going to go straight into YouTube. Find my channel. So that's pretty much it. Okay, I hope this video helps you out. If you have any questions, call me. But this is how I create the banners. Okay. Thanks, Tanji.